Hey guys, so today we're going to be learning about my method. So it goes... Alright, so the minimum steps, there is a decent cube, a decent cube, and experience with two methods. CFOP and Ru. CFOP, right there, and Ru. Those methods. So that's just the basic requirements you need. So let's get started. So the first step is to make a block on the bottom. We're going to be doing a white block for simplicity's sake. So we're going to imagine it like this. We're just going to be doing white bottom, green left for simplicity reasons. So white bottom, green left. So I usually think about the first block like this. Solve 3 corners, solve 3 first layer corner, solve 3 cross edges, and solve 2 first layer corners. So if we solve a cross edge, and then we can solve another cross edge, and then solve another one. And then the next step, we're just gonna be solving that. And then after you just get the cross edges, this one could be done pretty much intuitively, so yes, this is the first step. Deal with it. It's just how I like to think of it. Or if you're insane, you can solve it on the back left. Like, why would you do that? But that's done with the first step. On to the next one. Alright, we're done with step 1. On to step 2. So the next step is to solve the middle layer edges while solving the bottom layer corners. Sounds complicated, but this can also be kind of intuitive because of F12 and such. Yeah, so after you do this step, it should look a little something like this. Okay. So we're gonna be, for example, we have blue orange, just put it to its color. And then forget about the corners as well, the bottom layer corners. Can you solve those as well? And then I just usually insert one edge at a time. So I usually insert the back edges. And then for the last 2, I usually do it something like F12, like CFOP F12. And such. So don't worry if it's like this or this, just do a fat U2 just to fix it. But if it's like this, do a D. Pretty self-explanatory. So that's up with step 2. On to step 3. Alright, so next step is to orient and solve the corners. Or if you use CML from Ru, good job. Skip to this timestamp right here. Do it. I'll wait. Okay. So, based off our cases, there's 7. Soon, anti-soon, and H, pi, t, Those are all the ones I remember. So for this one, we can just do F, double sexy move, F prime. As for this one, you can just do RU. You just do RU2. Put it down. Insert. But for this case, we can just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert. So after that, you have two cases. For this one, you could just do a J perm or a T perm. Or for this one, you can just do a diagonal corner swap valve that you learned from 2-look. That's great. So now on to step 3, which is now on to the next step, which is orienting the edges. This will be fun. Next step is to orient the top layer edges. This is the second most intuitive step. This one of the most intuitive steps, because you just need to do random moves until you get this case, the arrow. So we have, let's count how there's two things for this step: good edges and bad edges. Good edges have yellow, white or yellow on the top, or orange or red, blue or green, just whatever. And the simplest case goes like, so you should know how to do slice turns for this, because this will be very important. So it'll look like this, mainly like this, but that's also common. It will mainly look like this with the white and yellow on top and bottom. So let's count how many edges we have good and how many edges we have bad. So good, bad, 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 bad. So the bad edges form this weird arrow shape, which is usually the best case, which can be done like this. It can be done super fast. But if not, if you have another case like this, or good, 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 bad, bad, just set it up into this. Then just set it up into one of those cases. Just set it up into one of those cases by doing random turns. It's literally that easy. Next up comes the easiest part of this entire tutorial: solving the left and right edges. So I just forgot to solve the left and right edges on this cube. Here I'm doing it in this cube, and it's very easy. Like, extremely easy. So if you just wait, just do this, and we can get a skip case. So it's going to usually look like this. So depending on which edge pieces, we can switch. If they're opposites like this, we can just do M2, U2, M2. M2, U2, M2. Or if they're like this, you can just do M prime, M, U2, M prime. And that just solves it. So there's 4 cases. There's they look weird, but don't worry. These are the 4 edge PLLs. I'm not joking. These are actually the 4 edges. So the first one is the least common. It's H-perm. You can just recognize it by these 2 need to switch and these 2 need to switch. Just do the algorithm. Step is UB. Just look at the algorithm. That's how I actually Z. And then yeah, this is pretty easy. Please. So you can just like, for example, this is Z-perm. Like, you should know these pills. Just know the pills. And then next up is these 4. We have to cycle the edges. Because why? Just, you gotta cycle them. You gotta cycle the edges. So if you see this one, you can do a U2, M, U2, M prime, U2, M, U2, M prime, U2, M. For this one, you can just do M2, U2, M2, U2. This one can be executed very fast, and is also my favorite case. Next up is this one, which is M prime, U2, M2, U2, M prime. Oh no, this is one of the faster ones. And the next one is like, do this B group and do M prime, M, E2, M prime, E2. But don't use this one. If you get this case, or this case, that's just basically the center cases for the M2. Just do U2, M prime, U2, M2, U2, M prime, U2. And that's basically it. Going through all those steps. And bye. I hope this gave you a new method to play with. And besides, I'm giving you a challenge. I challenge you to, if there's a sub 12 average, if someone makes a sub 12 average using this method, send it to me on the speed solving forums. I'll follow you. Bye.